Okay, today the Queen of Satan's not making Satan. A request has been made for some vegan lemon meringue pie. So we're going to do this in 2 stages. First we'll do the custard portion of it, and then we'll do the meringue, and then we'll put it together, and then we'll cook it. As you can see, I've already baked the pie crust. That's 9-inch pie crust. There we go. Ingredients consist of your vegan pie crust, which we just touched upon, 1 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of plain flour or all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 4 tablespoons of coarse cornstarch, corn flour, same thing, 1.5 cups of water, 2 lemons, juiced and zested, 1/2 teaspoon of lemon extract, 1 tablespoon of agar-agar, and 1 cup of extra firm silken tofu, and some yellow food colouring if you so desire at the end to make it more yellow, which I do because why not? Now let's talk about our Asian supermarket again. These things I buy from the Asian supermarket. That's the tofu. I haven't found a nicer tofu than this. It's beautiful. Ingredients, soybean and water. That's about it, but I don't know why. It's just really a lot nicer than some of the stuff you buy at an ordinary supermarket. And of course your agar-agar, which is like your gelling agent, which can be a bit gritty, but you have to work with it and cook it long enough and then it won't be gritty. Anyway, let's start. Okay, so now what are we going to do? Going to put the sugar, well, that's the cornstarch, so that's 4 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of plain flour, and then we're going to have 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Yes, I know, I've got a proper measuring spoons over there. That will do. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then the sugar. Then we're going to put all that together with the whisk. Get rid of those horrible cornstarchy lumps. Cornstarch and you're not friends. Really not friends. Now, it says turn the heat to medium-high and add the water. So we're just going to add water. Add our lemon juice. The water and the lemon juice. And the lemon zest. Yum, it smells like lemons. Wonderful. Now some lemon extract. 1/2 teaspoon. Now it's going to smell even more like lemons. Oh, that's a bit much. We'll throw that bit away. And we'll use that bit. And we'll taste it at the end. You can always add to cooking and take in sewing. How many times did you get taught that? There we go. Oh, lovely. Now I'm going to use the agar-agar once I have warmed it up a bit, as I would usually. So I'll probably put 2 teaspoons of agar-agar, maybe even 3. So over to the stove. Warm before we add our agar-agar. Are you getting any of the chickpea brine in the background, Sarah, or not?
I am a little bit.
I'll do explain. That's for the meringue. Makes beautiful macaron. No eggy taste.
So that's the juice out of 2 cans of chickpeas that we're simmering to reduce down. Simmering it for about 10 minutes, I think.
We should go through this afterwards, but use the chickpeas I buy with no salt. Some people say you don't need to reduce it, and some people say you don't have to worry about whether it has salt or not. I say different always turns out this way, why not do it this way? There we go. So right now, we want this up a bit warmer. Might add my agar now. Takes a bit of cooking. I'm putting 2 in. Recipe says 1. Why not cover all aspects? I won't put 2. You can overdo it. And then you can get just that grittiness I was talking about before with the agar. But I don't think 2 is going to be too much in this huge amount of custard, this yellow goop. As you see, I do not have a nice yellow colour here. So later on, when we've added everything else, the tofu and that, we'll put some lovely food colouring in it. That is optional. Some people don't like colours, some people are allergic to colours. It won't add to the flavour at all. It will just make it look more like it's lemons.
More like the iridescent food that we're used to buying from the supermarket.
I think when I was young, our parents used a lot of food colouring because even if Mum was making it at home, we would still get that very vibrant yellow. I remember getting cool drinks that were many colours, yellow, green, red. Okay, well that's about it. Okay. Now the thing to do though is at this point is to taste it and make sure that all the agar is dissolved properly. Okay, well I'll see you later because I've got some food to eat now. That is beautiful. Okay, so we've simmered our first jelly type stuff for 3 to 5 minutes. And now we're going to put a cup of tofu into the ninda and make it all nice and smooth. 1 cup, a little bit more if you want. There we go. Now, add your lemon gel. That's what I should call it. Lemon jelly to the tofu. You could smell this now, and already we know lemon meringue pie is not that far away, a few hours away, and it smells delightful. And so then we're going to just pop that in there. The Ninja. There we go. And now, for those of us who need bright yellow, probably too much. Is that mixed? I think that might be bright enough. Just pull the blade out. give it a bit of a stir. See if I need to add any more. Oh no, that looks good. Then we're going to pop that into our pie crust. Oh, I don't know. Maybe just a tince more. There we go. So you get it to the brightness that you want it. That's all I can say. And then into our pie crust. And that looks good. Now for the meringue top. So we'll just clean up and then we'll get back to doing the next bit. So now we're on to the meringue topping. The wonderful wonders of Aquafaba. So you'll need 1 cup of chickpea brine, reduced and cooled. I've got it at room temperature. And then you'll need 3/4 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar, 1/2 teaspoon to 3/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla, 3/4 of a cup of caster sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon, little bit more, maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon of xanthan gum. And so let's see if we get some peaks. Here we go. First part is to pour the liquid of the chickpea brine into your saucepan. And along with that, the cream of tartar, 1/2 teaspoon. Here we go. And mix for a minute or two until the mixture begins to be frothy. So that was 2 minutes. I hope it was 2 minutes. I was watching the clock. I like to be precise with these things. Okay, so now we're going to add the caster sugar 1 tablespoon at a time and keep beating until you've got some stiff peaks. This takes a while. Okay, we haven't got stiff peaks yet, but I just want to just scrape down the sides, make sure it's all okay. Here we go, back to the kitchen. Might just give it another minute. It's not what I would consider that stiff. Let's do the old test. Is it going to move? I don't know. Okay, it's not dropping. I suppose that's fairly stiff. You want them to be able to be, your peaks to be maintained on the top of your lemon meringue pie, don't you? So maybe I'll put the vanilla in, beat it some more. So 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I will beat it, then I'm going to stop it and taste it, because I think with vanilla it's very subjective. It's not sort of, I never just follow the recipe. I always taste it after putting vanilla in. So many things don't taste how I think they should. Here we go. look lovely. I've already used the vanilla, and I want to put my xanthan gum in, which is also ½ a teaspoon. Or guess, be ½ a teaspoon. There we go. See what that's like. Now we're going to spoon the mixture on top of the filling, and the trick here is to make sure none of your pastry is showing, but just get big dollops. Dollop it around. Fluffy clouds everywhere. Then I suppose you've got to cover all this up, all the pastry, or it's going to get overcooked and brown. So that's looking nice. Probably just run the finger around there. No one saw that. Tastes nice. Okay. The more dollops you get, the more peaks you get, the more browning you're going to have. So you can try and get some more peaks. I tried piping one. It all deflated and did not give the same big puffy clouds as I'm trying to say. So I've gone back to this. I think this is more the traditional. Well, I know it is because I know how the pie started off, and I doubt very much that they would have had all the piping stuff available to them. Anyway, voila, how does that look? Now in a 160 oven for 20 minutes, bit longer if you can, but if it just goes too brown, if the meringue goes too brown, just leave it in the oven and turn the oven off and just let it sit in the oven for about an hour. That helps with meringue for it to set, and it's better to do it that way than to have burnt peaks, I think. You can still see a little bit of pastry over this side. Turn around and check that all your pastry is covered. There we go, I think we're done. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope my pie turned out. I'll let you know.